Aji World Press Freedom Day mani ase edu din press khan ge freedom dibole lagya opor jankari dibole aru sarkar khan ge bi freedom of expression laga right rakhibole karne yad delai dibole nimide ase. Press Freedom Index laga latest ranking de India 180 country majode 151 rank te thagya homoy aji Hornbill TV pra Kohimari journalist kunuwa logode khota kurise taigan press freedom laga opor opinion lobole reporter Kekesino Keho logode ekta report sabo.
Hornbill TV dia yare Kohimare ahi thaga nishna aji dunia sob jagare manugan World Press Freedom Day mani ase. World Press Freedom Day do ki ase koile to itu press kan media kan journalist kan free hoigena tai kan hossa do kinika dunia ke present kuri ase itu ke freedom of press koi aru itu freedom of press ekta jagare freedom of press to ase koile do journalist kan hoile bi ki hossa ase ki thik ase itu bhal bra tai kan nijor ke express kuro pariwo dusra influence kan iku tai kan ge influence na kuri gena itu nishna aji dunia la sob jagare manu kan itu press day mani thaga nishna moi kan yare Kohimare holibi journalist duijon gibi kotha kuribo ekta to hoile to digital media laga aru dusra hoile to itu print media laga side pra holibi taijon duijon bi reporters ase ground report kan bi kori torne taijon laga side pra holibi Nagaland la context te kiman freely ineka tai kan bi news kan do present ko pare ase itu ekla hi no hoi gena bahar laga influence kan bi thagi jai na nai aru tai kan itu kan lore kina deal kore itu lawi moi kan itia huda hudi kuine jawo IB details sawo.
Hello, I'm Seki Jokeritsa. I've been working as a reporter and correspondent for Nagaland Post for a few years now.
All right. Today, as the world observes World Press Day, Freedom of Press Day, we just wanted to put forward to you a few questions in context of Nagaland. So the first is, do you think Nagaland, the reporters, the journalists in Nagaland are being able to practice freedom of press like very freely in Nagaland? What would you say from your own personal experience as a reporter for these many years now?
Yeah, first of all, I want to place on record that a lot of people who, especially reporters and journalists who come to our state, they are very appreciative of the way the press functions here. I don't know in which context but I've personally come across such people. Like the way you function here is very, I don't know, they express words of appreciation. But I don't know from which angle, but I think it is a good thing that people are appreciative of the way the press functions here. Of course, the dynamics have been changing a lot over the years, and we also are exposed to new situations. But I think overall, in general, I think the press fraternity, especially of Nagaland, is not that critical of a lot of issues. I mean, of course, it's our duty to be critical sometimes, but I think we maintain a certain limit of discretion in reporting various issues, and we unconsciously we are bounded by the very limitations that our society is set up. Especially our community is a very closely needed society. We are related, we are known to each other in one way or the other. So those kind of things sometimes I don't know if it's a good thing, but sometimes it also hampers us in fully exploiting the freedom of the press sometimes. Yeah. And also I've also had some personal experiences of such instances, but we make do with the situation the situation we have placed ourselves in. Yeah.
For now, we are definitely at a place where we are able to express ourselves and make voices of the public also heard without really being hampered. But at the same time, you have not also clearly, denied the fact that there might not be like there is not at all such thing. Definitely you have seen that you have had few instances as well. So has there been times where a particular person, group, party, be it political, whatever, have they tried to influence your way of presenting the news about a certain people? And if so, it will be great if you can share one or two personal experiences as well.
I cannot exactly, pinpoint an occasion, but see, people do not fully understand the freedom that the press needs to enjoy. It's not a luxury, actually; it's a necessity, and people fully does not understand that sometimes, and they try to try to insert themselves, exert themselves into the way we report. So it's largely based on ignorance and their lack of fully understanding the meaning of press. But apart from that, I think it's I think we in a very local context, because in a national context, the freedom of press, especially in the India's ranking on the global press freedom index, is not good. Yeah, it's lower than some of our neighboring nations, but still, then in a very local context, I think the press is trying to do its job, present an unbiased report, try to present as much information, highlight as much issues as possible. Yeah, so I think that's what I feel.
Lastly, who do you think is responsible to protect the freedom of press? Who do you think is directly, indirectly responsible to protect the voices of the press in the state, in the country?
See, the government is of the people, and by the people itself. So the press, see, no one is going to be more benefited. It's the people who will be benefited if the freedom maintains its plurality, its freedom. So it's the people who needs to defend the freedom of the press. See, the government, of course, it's of the people, but it will speak for itself. And we have also seen a lot of, especially in other countries like the United States, where the media is too biased, and they openly practice it. But times are changing, and now, especially with the advent of this technology, especially these internet facilities, better internet facilities, I think it's time for us to also appreciate what the actual freedom of the press means. And as long as the press is unbiased, it has the freedom to function in its true sense. I think it's the people, it's the population. Because see, the government, today there will be one government, tomorrow there will be another. So it keeps on changing. But the freedom of the press needs to be intact, so that in any given situation, people can rely on the press, so that we can maintain its plurality, we can be unbiased in our reportings. So that freedom, it has to come from that protection, as you have asked, it has to come from the people. Yeah, we need to build that consciousness that we need to protect the freedom of the press, because today you might be wanting a certain report to be presented in your favor, but tomorrow you cannot expect the same thing. You cannot be a hypocrite in that sense. Yeah. So aji manuge ekta issue de baba report ko lagibo ina expect ko thaibo kali apni bi ina apni la case ina hobo lagi sile to what how can you expect the same outcome? Yeah, so that's what I feel. The protection of the freedom of the press should come from the people, because it is the people, it is for the benefit of the people. Yeah.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you for giving your time to Hornbill TV. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nufu Ayer and I am working as the Chief Editor for Global Window.
Today, as the world observes Freedom of Press Day, let's talk about the context of Nagaland. Do you think there is freedom of press in Nagaland? Are the press, the journalists, able to express, say whatever they want to without having any outside influence?
The straight answer would be no. Because we have faced so many situations when reporting or when making a piece for news. We have faced certain situations where, outside factors such as, certain group of people or personal people also just call us personally, and they, kind of tell us to take away the news or take down the news, or maybe even after giving an interview, they ask us to not produce it for certain reasons. So it may be a controversial topic, it may be for an educational purpose also, but I don't think, press has the freedom. Yes, we do have certain freedom, but not when it comes to, complicated or concerning, or also mostly regarding sensitive issues. We Nagas, we are very still accustomed to the old traditions where we don't want to come out to the public regarding various reasons. So I'm also sure you're aware of it because you are also a reporter, and we face a lot of these issues in the Naga scene, I should say.
So could you cite maybe one or two personal instances where for a particular report, because there are many kinds of reports we do as well, variety, be it crime and reports relating to injustice, where some just concerned citizens inform you, you go there and you report, no? So can you mention to us one or two just instances where you have been, someone has directly tried to influence you or ask you to take down a report?
Okay, so like you asked me, I will mention two instances, but I will not be giving out the details. So yes, there was one such situation where it was concerning regarding children. So in such cases, whatever the situation is or whatever the news is, we always look, as a journalist, we always look into both sides of the story, and also the, department or maybe the people looking after it, the third party. So one such instance was when there was a case regarding a child. We were asked directly not to, portray the news or give it out in the news outlet. So that was regarding so many reasons, but that was one of the situation. Apologies, but I cannot give further information apart from that. But also another instance was where, it was regarding a specific union. Since in Nagaland we can witness that there are lots of organizations and unions out here in Nagaland, there was a news regarding a specific union where we got crucial information, but we also got directly hindered by them, asking us not to give out the information and whatnot. And also we were approached by the district administration also in one certain level. So basing on your first question as well, there are lots of situations that we go through, and then we get threatened as well. Being a journalist, we do get threatened. Not everyone comes up to the front and tells it to the media or to the people, but I think most of the journalists will agree on that.
Actually, if you look closely in what you are saying and in the context of Nagaland also, if you're in comparison with the other parts of India or other parts of the nation, do you think we are equivalent to them? Because like one of the journalists spoke about the index also, we're one of a very bad rated right now when it comes to freedom of press. Do you think we are there, like comparing to other mainland India as well? Do you think we are also equivalent to them right now, like freedom of speech te huilibi? Do you think we are there?
Freedom of speech te huishekule, freedom of press te huishekule. Mainland India ro man la Nagaland. Northeast tibi noko ini itia Nagaland la de kuidibo moi. So mainland la de sayna jaishegule man kubo kule. Yes, print media was there from a very long time, but digital media huishekule few years hi huishe itia dak man na. Aro people are still getting a grasp of the situation, like how to handle, or maybe ni the whole scene of digital media do manan ba itia hi shuru hoyes na. So kubo huishekule man. We cannot even compare to the outside Northeast, outside Nagaland na bahar context do man ojen bi corona parwo kushegule ni muila opinion bras de do. Some might differ, but taikan la situation bishi alak hui jay. Man bra bishi bak dikha do tan politically lead kra laga news channel kan bi bishi dage aro man Shugule one freedom of speech to ase. Holibi agi de kwan nishna do. Many factors can bram one ge itu can carry korlen de. We are forced to take it down, or maybe we are asked not to carry it further. Investigation na koribi in a situation bishay kya negule. One naga society kan do balwa sa na jeshuli. Itiabi one utu pila practices kan de bishi dalena aroman itiabi utu kani bishi cholai. So freedom of press to man 100% don't nai ito do.
Last now, how do you think the public can help us become more open to bringing out our news to the public domain also? How do you think they can help us?
Okay, yade I just want to cite two places example there. In Dimapur, the digital media usually itu the wave alakase. People are ready to speak to the media. People are ready to, bring out concerning factors regarding society or whatever reasons it is. But in Kohima, and I don't know about the rest of the districts because I have not been there working, but Kohima ro Dimapur de work rigina muiwa itu difference. Bishi dang like notice ko. Kohima de usually one public kanbra, they are reluctant to speak in front of the camera. Yes, many people are camera shy, but also when it comes to concerning factors, manukan ini itiabi bishi shy away kore aro buibi lage aya mo itu do kobo mon na inya khan na situation kan bishi aye to ekta appeal group mon jado mon la public khan gibi public khan brawi ekta issue raise kro mon jai shukule apunian bi buina khai ginai you should come up to the front because mon as a press as a journalist mon brawi apunian bra identity reveal kri dibo mon nai no shukule apunian la kiki khan details khan show kro mon nai gule we can always respect that and we do that being a journalist we always do that kiki news channel holiwi mon bra itu mon ge information dia manuan la mon we protect their identity as well which is very crucial it one ekta part te mon la public bi ko mon jado mon press kan ge regarding concerning issues apnian ba approach kro mon jaishi and no issue le mon ba approach kri shigule if you want justice or if you want the issue to come up to the front regarding society or whatever it is make sure and please apnian ba bi cooperate kuribi na journalists can gi hubi print hubi digital hubi I would just like to encourage the public to come up to the front and be strong enough to cooperate with us in short itu hi ase
Itia gani man hobo moi kan tai kan laga views share kura nishna public press kan huile do media journalist kan huile do public kan karne hi kam kuri thaka nishna public kan bi freedom of press to balbra exercise kro na nimire public kan bi directly involve kro lage koi gine moi kan ajibi itu huni paishe ahya din kan nibi na details ani thagibo reporter ke Christian UK ho camera person Yamlu Hornbill TV Kohima